These simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Alabama's offense will have the opening possession of the game. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide open. So we're going to see a great one here.
Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Tigers are in the hurry up.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, what a cut! Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown will throw it. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And man, this QB has been fun to watch, and another great start to the football game. We've seen him be successful throughout the year. Now, to start the game, a touchdown pass. This guy is so good, man. And I know he's not in the playoff conversation, but the conversation for best players in college football, he showed up every week. He's been so good. His numbers have been good. And when you play this guy, all eyes are on him trying to stop the quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Intercepted, number 19. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mack. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mack. Puts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go play action with Mack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And they'll knock him down.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these D-ends are licking their chops. And you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on third down.
Off the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Austin Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 3. Austin Mack got the quick pass. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bama! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
14, Alabama, 6. Number 45, set to kicking away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The option, the keeper. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives him a verbal. What a huge boost for this program. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that you could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On fourth down, going to the air. Caught. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. One more snap coming before halftime. The run from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the Washington Huskies.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second...
Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right for the house. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back and it's blocked. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
27, Alabama, 13.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Snags it, and there's running room. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Mack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Alabama! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Got a little space. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Brown will throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Facing a third down is short from the 26. Austin Mack. Quick completion on the out. Turns it on him and caught, and he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Hill. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Nice move to keep running. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. kick is on its way. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Mack. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Hill. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 63 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brian. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Complete to start this drive. And they swarm him under. Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Defense in press coverage. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical.
Here's a one. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll go play action with Mack. Fires to the big fella. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Mack. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival. And that's exactly what we've got working here. Quick spin on the run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The give as they work on that clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Off the RPO, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go play action with Mack. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this.